Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. My name is Tasha if you are new here, and we are going to be talking about how I lost my first 20 pounds. Really, truly, and honestly, I almost lost 30 pounds. I started off at about 212. This was August 2000. It was actually August 11, 2025, and I went hard up until March 2026. And yeah, I started at 212 and I ended up at like 181.9 or something like that. I'll insert clips so you can actually see like my feet on the scale and where I was with my weigh-ins. But I titled this video I lost my first 20 pounds because as of today I fluctuate between 186, 188, so I've gained a few. But yes, I want to talk about how I lost my first 20. And if you think I lost it from motivation alone, you are so wrong. It was definitely not motivation. As a matter of fact, what does my shirt say? Gym and Jesus. I'm laughing because it really did take Gym, and Jesus should have been at the top, okay? It really took Jesus, it really took prayer, and let's get into it. As we all know, I'm now divorced. So while going through the process of my divorce, I was seeking therapy. One of the things that my therapist had me to do was to write down a list of things that I want to become. And she was like, and just become her. And the reason why she had me to create this list, because as we know, as some women go through this type of process, you lose yourself. You try to figure out, who you are and how you see yourself. And one of the things at the top of my list was to be a gym girly. I always desired to be a gym girly. I always desired to work on my body, to be healthy, to be fit, to be fine, all the above. So out of all the things that I wrote on my list, I was like, becoming a gym girly, that should be easy. I mean, the other things may not be so obtainable. It may take a little bit of work, or somebody would have to put me in position to get the other things. But I was like, gym girly, we can do that. So basically, when I say I literally just woke up one day and just did it, that's exactly what I did. I woke up, I created a plan for myself, and the plan was, okay, so when I started in August, basically all I would do was walk. Walking is pretty much one of the easiest forms of exercise that you can do, okay? It doesn't require any equipment. It doesn't require you to go to a gym. So I would just walk. I would walk on my 30-minute lunch break. I would walk in my neighborhood. And then when I got off work, I would walk again. On my lunch break, it was 30 minutes. When I walked after work, it was about 45 minutes to an hour. And it all equaled up to about 3 miles. Okay, so a total of 3 miles. So I did that from August 11, 2025, all the way to September 30th. And I remember these dates because around September 30th is when the weather shifted here in Alabama. So yeah, by the time September came, I was like, I can't do the cold anymore. I'm not the type of person that likes walking in the cold. So that's when I started going to the gym. Whenever I went to the gym, I kind of got like I knew I wanted to incorporate weightlifting and cardio. So I would do about an hour in the gym. That would consist of me doing 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. Then I would lift weights for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I would end my gym session by doing cardio. And that would either be on the elliptical or either walking on the treadmill. So yeah, by the time I left the gym, it would always end up being like an hour and 20 minutes. I know like what I'm telling y'all doesn't really add up, but in between lifting weights, I'm saying 20 minutes, but that session probably was longer. But that's what I did. And then as far what I realized is you can do all the working out you want to do, but if you are not prioritizing what you put in your body, that is the most important part, what you're eating. So I mainly focused on whole foods, so mainly the perimeter of the grocery store. So that's going to be your fruits, your vegetables, your meats, a little bit of dairy. So yeah, that's what I did. Now let's take a step back a little, because I probably could have lost way more in that time period. But I must say, if there was a birthday celebration, if anybody was celebrating anything and I showed up to it, I would indulge in, I may have an alcoholic beverage. I may say, I may eat those wings, so you get my point. Whenever there was a special engagement, I indulged. And I felt like this worked for me, because I'm not necessarily limiting myself from things that I love totally. But whenever I did indulge, I would get back on track the next day. I didn't say, ooh, I messed up on this day, so I'm gonna give up on what I'm doing. No, I stayed consistent. Like, this was the longest I had ever been consistent. And you know what? Consistent is a good word, but let's say committed. I stayed committed to being the woman that I desired to be. And I got a little off in March of 2026 because I had met somebody. I was starting to date, but we're gonna get back in. We're gonna have a story time about that. I don't want to say like the person that I was talking to got me off track, but it did a little bit. And I just have to be honest, it did a little bit, but I am back at it now because I do have a goal that I want to meet. I'm not at all trying to be a size 2 or anything, but I definitely want to be thick, curvy, and fit. So, I don't know. I guess being committed to yourself, being committed to the person that you want to become, that's what's important. If you know that you want to lose weight, I would say do not put your focus on the scale. I did not focus on the scale. And you know what? I forgot to say this. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. Nothing like that. I'm just saying what I did, what worked for me, what helped me. And it definitely took prayer. It definitely took me saying, Tasha, if this is what you want to do, you have to show up for yourself every single day. Show up for you. Start loving on you. And before I knew it, whenever I always notice my weight loss when I hold up my phone to take a selfie. And that's when I start noticing that, ooh, my face is slim. Ooh, like my collarbone is kind of popping out a little bit. Like, that's when I see it. And I really amaze myself and I shock myself, because if you have been a part of my channel or seen any of my old videos, I have been trying to lose 20 pounds since 2022, I think. Yeah, if you go back on my channel, you will see I've been trying to lose it for quite some time, and I finally did it. And as of right now, I'm currently trying to lose about 15 more. So if that's something that you would love to see, definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing meal preps. What else? We'll do some meal preps. Maybe I'll take y'all along with me in the gym or something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on camera today to show you what I've done so far. And like I said, being committed to myself, it was not motivation. I know sometimes in order for us to get started, we always feel like, I need some motivation. But start looking at it like, this is what I want to do, and start being committed. Stay committed to yourself. Become that woman you want to become. Become that man you want to become. Just do it. And that's literally how I had to get through it every day, every morning. I had a friend who used to tell me about morning workouts. Like, if you're the type of person that wants to wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym, my friend would be like, just put your foot on the floor. When your alarm go off, put your foot on the floor. I literally had that in my mind every morning. When I used to go to the gym, I left this part out at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. I would be in the gym. And when my alarm go off, what did I do? I put my foot on the floor. Because once you put your foot on the floor, it's over with. Like, you're up. You're going somewhere. Okay? So that's what I did. I put my foot on the floor. I stayed committed to myself. And I promise you, if you stay committed, show up every day, do the right thing. Sometimes this scale is not going to reflect every inch lost. It's not going to show your body changing. So, you know, there were moments where I got on that scale and I'm like, I'm doing everything right. Like, what's wrong? But my body was still changing. I'm gonna insert a clip so y'all can see a picture of me before and after. Like, it probably, I don't know what it looks like to y'all. It may not look like 20 pounds, but my waistline definitely shifted. Okay? So yes, stay committed to yourself, show up for yourself, and before you know it, you will reach your goal. So if you look forward to weight loss videos, getting healthy, getting fine, becoming a better you definitely want to subscribe. You definitely want to tune in every Sunday for the uploads, for the videos in reference to weight loss. And yeah, we're going to keep going because this is not it for me. So yes, thank you for tuning in and see you next Sunday. Bye.